Hello everyone, this is Fran. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you the best luxury high-end potato recipe made from a can you'll ever eat. I used to work at a very high-end restaurant that did banquets and weddings and any kind of celebration you can imagine, and we would serve thousands of people, and everyone always wanted to know, how did they make those potatoes? And so I made friends with the chef. I worked there quite a few years, and they gave me the recipe. And guys, you'll be so amazed. I could not believe this was the recipe for these potatoes. We're going to use 4 cans of whole white potatoes. The only ingredients in these potatoes, this is the Green Giant version, and I got these at the Dollar Tree because I couldn't find anywhere that just had water and salt. So we're going to open 4 cans of potatoes and we're going to drain them. Okay, we're not going to make this, we're not going to mess up another pan just to drain these potatoes. I'm going to spray a 9 by 13 baking dish. I'm spraying it with just a little bit of vegetable oil. You can use canola oil, whatever you have. Just make sure it's a non-tasting, it doesn't have a taste to it. Okay, we're just going to pour in. So we're just going to pour in our potatoes. There might be a little water, but that's okay. And discard the cans. We got a holiday season coming up and a lot of little parties, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And I don't want to be in the kitchen cooking everything from scratch, but I want to give a wonderful, wonderful dish to my family and my friends. So this is the way to do it. So we are going to take garlic powder. Just garlic powder, that's it. And we're going to do it generously on these potatoes. Okay. I'm going to do about, I'd say, a couple teaspoons of pepper. And a teaspoon of salt. You want the flavor to really come out of those potatoes. Okay, now we're going to use a whole stick of butter. Yes, we are. First of all, I need to kind of go in here and kind of mix up these potatoes really good. You can use a spoon or your hands. Best tools in the kitchen are your hands. One less thing you have to wash all the time. And if you find that the potatoes don't look seasoned enough, you can go back in and add a little bit more. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to add just a little bit more garlic powder. I know you think, well, that was a lot. Well, want a little bit more. All right, now I'm going to take this butter, and this is salted butter, and I'm just going to, this is a very soft stick also. It's salted and it's been softened, and I'm just going to spread the butter around, just kind of pinch it off a little bit, kind of stick it in there. This is so simple. And we have preheated our oven to 425 degrees. High-end restaurants cook a lot of things on high. And that was a secret that they said that makes these potatoes so good. So we're just going, and you don't really want to melt the butter and then pour it on the potatoes. They never did that, and their potatoes were perfect. So I just do it just the way they did it. But they would have great big cans of potatoes, And you know, you think someone's back there peeling all those little tiny potatoes. Well, they're not. They were pouring out those cans. This is what it's going to look like before it goes into the oven. I'm giving you the basic and simple recipe today. Now you can add some little bit of Parmesan if you want to kind of uplift it, but this alone is absolutely delicious. So let's get it into our preheated oven at 425 degrees. It's going to take about 30 minutes to cook, and then I'll check on them. They should have a little bit of crisp on them. God, they're so good. All right, let's get these in our oven. I think that's the shortest recipe I've ever made. I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to stir the little whole canned potatoes up. Just make sure that, you know, they're all covered in that butter. These are my potatoes. I'm just going to stir them. Look at all that butter. This is them about 15 minutes. Oh my goodness, I wish you guys could smell this. This smells so good. Look at those. They're brown. Oh, that brown butter. The butter is turned brown and it's so good looking. That's good looking. They are a little bit, they're kind of like crinkly, you know, like they shrivel up just a little. That's when you know they're done. Now you can put them in if you want them a little bit browner, and I think I might do that. I might put them back in for 5 more minutes. I want a little bit more crisp on some of those potatoes, but yeah, let's 5 more minutes. I think will do the trick. These are those potatoes. They're just swimming in butter. Can you hear that? They look so good. We're going to try them. I know I won't be able to quit eating them. They literally melt in your mouth. This is side dish number 2. And these are just 6 medium size, kind of small to medium, russet potatoes. I have washed and cleaned them, and I cleaned my potatoes with steel wool. I'm telling you, I've never had any steel wool get hung in them. It just cleans it so nice, and my potatoes are always so clean. We don't want to eat dirt, so just giving you that's what I clean my potatoes with. So we have 6 cleaned potatoes, and I'm going to show you how to turn these into a luxury side dish or a very simple side dish. Whichever meal you choose to serve these with, they'll be a hit. Just because you're on a budget, don't mean you can't eat high end. Okay, we have got our 6 medium-sized, washed and cleaned, ready to go russet potato. Then we're going to take a small sheet pan, or if you're making this for a large family, you can make, you can use a big sheet pan. So this is just a small one. This works better, you'll see, than a casserole dish. So I'm going to take a sheet pan and a piece of parchment paper, and I'm going to spray my pan. With olive oil. We want, I use regular. Okay, let me get out my olive oil. Okay, we're going to take some really good olive oil, but you use whatever you have. But you do want to use olive oil. I'm going to spray this parchment paper, and I'm going to go ahead and put my potatoes on my pan. Okay, and we're going to just start spraying them with a little bit of olive oil. Use some salt. You kind of want to be generous with the salt. Make sure we get it all the way around. are really coated. And we're going to use some white pepper, but you can use regular pepper. It does not matter. Don't run to the store just to get white pepper. And one little dab on each potato is plenty. And guys, that's it. We're not finished with these, but we're going to put them in that 425-degree oven. I do not want to bite into any part of a hard potato. It ruins the experience. You want a fluffy potato. You don't want them overcooked. You don't want them undercooked. And it took about an hour for these potatoes to cook, and so we're going to get them out. These are hot. These are our potatoes. Don't they look beautiful? We're not finished. We're going to smash them. Just like that. Oh, look at how fluffy they are, guys. Oh, and that is so crispy. We're going to smash these potatoes. Now we're going to just take butter and Parmesan and put them on and put them back in the oven for like 3 or 4 minutes. And these are going to be delicious. We're just going to need a little pat of butter, just kind of like that. And these are very hot. And I'm kind of putting it kind of thin. I want it to run down in there. Okay, and we're going to take some Parmesan cheese. I keep mine in a jar. We are going to get these into our oven. It's still on 425, and we're going to let them stay in there about 3 or 4 minutes till the butter and the cheese melted. Guys, luxury and delicious, crunchy. These are hot. Look at those smashed potatoes. They're going to be crispy. You can dip these if you want, or just eat them just like this. You can put sauce over them or gravy, whatever you want. These are a wonderful, luxurious, delicious, I can't say enough about them, side dish. Don't need anything else. They're already salted. That Parmesan gives them salt. Got white pepper on them. They're ready to eat. You won't need anything else but to set these out in front of your family and watch them say, oh, I want the recipe. Send them to my channel and they'll get the recipe. I'm going to try one. Look how fluffy they are. Oh my gosh. That's fluff. All right. I got to cool it. Y'all. That salt is so perfect. The pepper, the white pepper, and that Parmesan cheese and butter. Guys, go comment, hit the like button, make these 2 side dishes. You guys go, have a wonderful day.